Hello, everybody. Welcome. Oh, welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me, and hope you are having a great day today. Nice to see everybody. I'm just gonna give a second for people to start arriving and connecting. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. It's great to know that you are enjoying the yoga as much hopefully as much as I do. Um, and my name is Andrea, in case you don't know me, and I will be guiding your class today. All right, we are going to start um, in a seated position. Yeah. As always, if you haven't practiced with me before, as always, I suggest you have any props that you have available at home. This is an all levels class, so I always try to, like incorporate different options for poses and have a couple of visuals too. And if you don't have any props at home, don't worry. Anything that you can use as support can be a book or blanket or cushions. That is always a good option. Um, Bottles of water as well. I've seen bottles of water used as blocks, which is great too. And well, anyway, so we're gonna start in a seated position, nice and tall. I like to sit on my block. If you don't have a block available at home, a cushion or a rolled up blanket works model too. So reason why I like to sit on something is because that way my spine feels a little bit taller and it gives a nice opportunity for my legs kind of like rest down with my knees touching the ground instead of like just rounding the spine a lot in here. It gives a lot more space into my ribcage too. Take a moment here. Bring your hands to rest on your thighs. Maybe you can open your hands towards the sky. Even you can bring index and thumb to touch if you would like to add a mudra, jan mudra. Maybe close your eyes, taking a moment here to connect just with your breath. We begin by creating and inviting the awareness on our breath, awareness to our body, starting to connect to your breath, starting to notice any sensations in your body. The body starts, it is a little bit tired or if it's nice and awake. There are any parts of the body that seem a little bit more fatigued. Just anything that you are noticing right now, become a witness of what is happening right here and right now. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. If you feel uncomfortable, bring your hands at the center of the chest and Anjali Mudra. Maybe invite any intention or any dedication for your practice, any your sankalpa. If you would like to join me with the sound of Om, please join me. Take a deep breath in, full. Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vivishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Releasing your hands, rolling your shoulders back and opening the chest. Take a big breath in to reach your hands towards the sky. Get long in here. And on the exhale, releasing your hands by yourself. Just simple. Deep inhale to reach back up towards the sky. On the exhale, release hands by yourself. Let's do that again. Deep inhale to reaching up towards the sky. This time we twist towards the right hand side. Opposite hand comes towards your left side. Take a breath. Long exhale. One more inhale. On the exhale, come back to center. Flip your arms towards the sky. Get a little bit longer. On the exhale, come and twist towards your second side. Take a nice deep breath in. Keep your spine nice and long. Long exhale. One more just like that. Deep inhale. On the exhale, come back to center. Sweeping your arms towards the sky. This time we interlace the fingers and bring the palms away from you. Take a nice big breath in. Maybe you tuck the chin, hug the wrist in. Long exhale. Option is there for you to stay or maybe to start leaning towards your right hand side. Opening your side body here. Keep on rooting down through both sit bones equally. Maybe if the neck allows, you switch your gaze towards your left armpit. Take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, coming back to center and switching all the way to the second side. Again, turning the gaze, if that feels comfortable on the neck, trying to keep both sit bones nice and grounded. Take another in, feeling how the air comes through the lungs. On the exhale, come back to center, releasing your hands to your side. Begin to bring your hands or your fingertips to your shoulders and begin to rotate in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We hold the elbows together in front of the face. Take a breath. Long exhale, ribs are hugging in. One more inhale. On the exhale, we rotate back and open the chest. 3, 4, 5, big circle. 6, 7, and 8. We hold it back. We hug the shoulder blades together, trying to join the elbows back. Take a big breath in. Open the chest, shoulders down. Long exhale. Coming back to neutral position, plant your hands on the ground, switch into your tabletop. Hands crossed underneath your shoulders and knees underneath your hips. We begin to walk our hands forward, coming to Anahatasana, the posture of the heart chakra. Bringing the forehead down to the floor, the fingers are spreading wide. The hips are over your knees. Take a nice big breath in. Full exhale. See if you can get a little bit longer. Take one more breath. Long exhale. Begin to bring your forearms to the floor and slide all the way into your sphinx pose. Keeping the spine nice and tall, chest moving forward, the fingers spreading wide. Take a nice big breath in. Full exhale. On your next inhale, bend your right knee, point your toes towards the sky, switch your gaze towards the opposite side. See if you can look at your back foot through the corner of your eye without turning the whole torso, just keeping the shoulders nice and square. Take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, come back to center and switch sides. Bending the left knee, pointing the toes, keeping the spine nice and tall. Take a breath, shoulders square. On the exhale, come back to center, slide your hands underneath the shoulders, pressing into those hands, roll and open cobra pose. On the exhale, lower back down. Pressing into those hands, open the chest. Exhale to lower back down. 2 more times. Deep inhale, roll and open. Exhale to lower. Last one. Deep inhale to open the chest and stay. Pressing into those hands. Elbows moving back. Arms hugging into the torso. Take another big inhale. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Take a moment, press your hands on the ground, press your knees on the ground, and rise back again into your tabletop. On your next inhale, reach your right leg behind you. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to lengthen. On the exhale, squeeze the knee towards your right elbow. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze towards your left elbow, a little bit of a twist. Take a big breath and extend. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for Anjaneyasana, low lunge position. Keeping your fingertips on the floor, take another big inhale. Full breath out. Maybe you rise here, bringing your hands to your thigh, keeping your hips nice and low. Take another breath. Long exhale. Maybe you bring your hands to interlace behind you. That's the option. Take a breath in here, rolling your shoulders back. On the exhale, maybe open the chest a little bit more. Hips are staying low. Take one more breath. On the exhale, release those hands back to the floor. Frame that foot. Begin to tuck the back toes and extend the back leg. Runner's lunge. Take a big breath in. Squeeze your hips to a square. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, lower the back knee down to the floor. Step back to your tabletop. Drop the belly, open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine, push the ground away from you. Coming back to a neutral position. Begin to walk your hands forward, coming back to Anahatasana. We're just gonna stay briefly here as a transition. Lower the forearms and slide all the way into your Sphinx pose. And as you are into your Sphinx pose, keep the chest nice and open. Take another 2 breaths here, keeping the elbows pressing down on the floor, feet pressing down on the mat. Take one more in. On the exhale, release all the way to the ground. Turning into your right hand side and all the way into your back. And as you come to your back, keep your feet flat on the floor. The hands pressing down on the ground. As you keep your feet flat on the floor, begin to reach your head towards the sky. Take a nice big breath in here. On the exhale, lower all the way down, just to a hover. Deep inhale to press it up. Exhale to lower down, just to a hover. Keep the thighs engaged. Deep inhale, press back up. Exhale to lower. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, lower back down. Last one, we're gonna stay. Take a big breath in, pressing into the heels. Long exhale. There is no crunching on the lower back. The thighs are nice and active. Take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Take a moment here, connect with your breath. Begin to roll onto your right hand side, coming back to your belly, back to your Sphinx pose. This time we're gonna walk the fingertips to wide and just squaring those fingertips underneath the elbows. Take a big breath in to open the chest. Wide arm Bhujangasana. On the exhale, we'll lower back down. Deep inhale to reach it up. Exhale, right shoulder comes to the ground, gaze towards the left. Deep inhale, come back to center. Exhale, opposite side. Deep inhale, come back to center. Exhale, right shoulder to the ground. Deep inhale, center. Exhale, left shoulder down. Deep inhale, back to center. Exhale, right shoulder down. One more time. Deep inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale to rise back up. On the exhale, release all the way down to the floor. Maybe make a pillow with your hands and rest. Take a moment. Again, connect with your breath. Pressing into those hands, pressing into those knees. Come back into your tabletop. Spread those fingers nice and wide. Reach your left leg behind you. On the exhale, round the spine. Bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze your knee towards your left elbow. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale towards your right elbow, little bit of a twist. Deep inhale to extend. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for Anjaneyasana on your second side. Fingertips remain on the floor, the hips are moving down. Take a breath here. Option is there for you to stay or maybe rise and bring your hands to rest on your thighs. Rolling your shoulders back, keeping your chest nice and open. The opportunity is there to reach your hands behind you and roll a little bit more. Keeping the chest nice and open, hips low. Take one more breath. Feel the air come in. On the exhale, release. Hands to the ground. And hands to the ground. Tuck your back toe. Extending the back leg behind you. Coming to your runner's lunge. Kind of like moving the weight into your front leg so your knee is over the ankle. Take another big breath in. On the exhale, release, knee to the ground, stepping back, tabletop. We drop the belly and open the top. Exhale, push the ground away from us. Take a big breath in to open again, cow pose. Exhale to round the spine. Coming back to a neutral position. Pressing into those hands, stocking your toes, bending your hips up and back, coming to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here as you press into those hands, fingers nice and wide. Maybe you find some movement, maybe you find some stillness. However that looks in your practice, make it yours. Honor your body, honor your practice. Couple more breaths here as you are. Again, if you choose some movement, honor it. If you choose stillness as well, honor that. Honor every breath you take. On your next inhale, reach your right leg behind you. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to extend back. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards your right elbow. Deep inhale to lengthen. On the exhale, connect left elbow, a little bit of a twist. Take a deep breath in to lengthen. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands, setting up for high runner's lunge. Vimanasana, reaching your hands towards the sky. The back heel is off the ground. Take one more breath, hips nice and low. Long exhale. One more. On the exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Begin to twist towards your right hand side. Opposite elbow comes to your thigh, or maybe the hand to your thigh and the other hand to your lower back. At any point of the practice, you can lower your knees down in Anjali. That's great. Take another deep breath in. On the exhale, move the hands down to the floor. Step back to a plank. With knees or toes, lower down. Find your back bend, inhale. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, connect. Listening to your breath. On your next inhale, reaching your left leg behind you. On the exhale, round the spine, bring the knee towards the nose. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale, squeeze to left elbow. Deep inhale to extend. Exhale, right elbow and twist. Take a big breath in and lengthen. On the exhale, plant that foot in between the hands again. Vimanasana, high runner's lunge. Option to bring your knee down to the floor. Take a breath, extend and open the chest towards the sky. On the exhale, hands to the center of the chest. And we begin to twist towards our left hand side. Again, the option is there to take your legs and support your lower back or bring elbow to thigh. Take a nice big breath in. Keep rotating the chest towards the other side. On the exhale, drop those hands to step back. Plank with knees or toes lower down. Find your back, then inhale. Exhale to press back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here, connect with your breath. On your next inhale, raise your heels, bend your knees, come to your knees all the way down, tabletop. This time on your next inhale, we're gonna bring the right leg behind us. Maybe we stay, maybe we find balancing table, bringing opposite arm forward. Take a nice big breath in. On the exhale, squeeze knee towards the elbow. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze it in. Deep inhale to extend and stay. Maybe you bend the knee and point your toes towards the sky. Option is there to reach through your hip or to hold your foot. Trying to keep the shoulders nice and square and open the chest. Take a nice big breath in. Full exhale. One more. On the exhale, hand plants on the floor. We step that foot forward into our Anjaneyasana one more time. Fingertips on the ground. We begin to tuck the back toes, extending the back leg, walking our hands forward, coming into a brief standing split here, bringing the back leg up. We take a nice big inhale to feel the length. On the exhale, we bend the back leg, connect knee towards the front knee. Deep inhale to lengthen. On the exhale, knee towards the front knee. Deep inhale to extend. On the exhale, knee towards the front knee and stay. Begin to bend the standing leg a lot and rise into a variation of Utkatasana with one leg. We take a big breath in here. We begin to rise back again. Option is there for you to stay. Option is there for you to begin to extend the leg. Hands can come to the center. Hands can come to hold your hip. Take another big inhale. On the exhale, begin to bend the knee back again and move that foot on the inside of your thigh, the inside of your calf, maybe keeping the toes on the ground. Arm variation of your choice. The least extended your arms are, the easier it is to find balance. Of course, if you want to challenge balance here, maybe you reach your arms towards the sides or up or around. Maybe you begin to bring your gaze towards the sky or close the eyes. Take another big breath in. On the exhale, we begin to come back to center, hands to the center of the chest. On the exhale, we step that foot back, coming to Virabhadrasana A, reaching your hands towards the sky. The back heel is on the ground this time. Take another breath here. Full breath out. Option is there for you to stay. Option is there for you to interlace those hands behind you to open the chest. Again, the option is there for you to stay or maybe to fold forward over the leg. Take another big inhale. Full breath out. One more. On the exhale, release those hands. Drop the left hand on the floor. The back heel is off the ground as we open the chest towards the right hand side. Finding your twist, take a breath. Long breath out. Last big inhale. On the exhale, the knee comes down to the floor. The hand press on the ground. Begin to send that front leg back, coming into Vashisthasana with variation with the knee down. Take a moment here, connect. Again, the option is there for you to float the back leg, finding balance here. Option is there for you to bring that heel towards the glute and maybe hold your foot as you open the chest. Maybe you look up. Take 2 more breaths wherever you are. Releasing your foot if you got it, pressing those hands on the floor, coming back to your tabletop. Drop the belly and open the top. Exhale, round the spine. Bring your spine nice and round. Take a big breath in to open again. On the exhale, cat pose, round the spine, push the ground away. Coming back to your neutral position. This time we begin to extend the left leg behind us, finding balance with the opposite arm forward. We take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, we squeeze it in, knee towards the elbow. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale to extend. Exhale to squeeze. One more time. Deep inhale, lengthen. Exhale and squeeze. Deep inhale, extend. This time, option is there for you to stay. Maybe you bend the knee. Maybe you connect hand to your hip again or hand to your foot and open. Keeping your shoulders nice and square. Take another big breath in. On the exhale, releasing your foot, hand comes to the ground, stepping that back foot in between the hands, setting up for Anjaneyasana. Take a breath here. Begin to tuck your back toes, coming into your runner. And again, maybe you walk those hands forward a little bit, sending your weight into your front leg as the back leg reaches up. We take a nice big breath in, squaring the hips. On the exhale, we connect knee towards the knee. Deep inhale to lengthen. Exhale to connect. Inhale to extend. Exhale, connecting and stay. Begin to bend the standing leg and rise into that version of chair pose with one leg. We begin to straighten that leg nice and strong. The arms are moving up. Again, the option is there for you to extend the leg or keep it bent as you wish. Hand variation of your choice. Take one more breath. On the exhale, begin to bend the knee if you don't have it already, and come into your variation of Vrikshasana, tree pose, that you like, with your foot on the inside of your calf, foot on the inside of your thigh, or toes pressing on the ground. And again, you find balance here. You keep your gaze nice and steady with your breath nice and soft. Any options for arms, any options for gaze? Take one more deep breath in. Full breath out. On your next inhale, begin to come back to center, raise the leg. On the exhale, kick that leg back. Heel comes down to the floor. Virabhadrasana, 8 seconds, 5. Reaching your hands towards the sky. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, arms go around, interlacing those hands behind you. If you don't have, or your shoulders are a little bit, they feel a little bit tight, you have the option to grab a belt or a towel behind you. Option is there for you to stay here, or the other option is to fold forward, finding humble warrior position. Take another big breath in. Empty it out. One more breath. On the exhale, releasing your hands. Hands plant on the floor. The back heel lifts. Pressing into your right hand on the ground. The other arm reaches up. Take a nice big breath in. Opening the chest towards the sky. Long exhale. Bringing your back knee to the floor. Your other hand can stay up, reaching or come to your hip for a moment. Pressing into your right hand, begin to send that front leg back into Vashisthasana, side plank position. Your wrist ideally is underneath your shoulders here. The back leg can be extended, can be floating, can be bent, your hand can be reaching to your foot. Whatever variation you found, honor your body, honor your practice. Take one more deep breath in. Maybe you turn your gaze towards the sky. On the exhale, release hands and knees towards the ground. Take a big breath in to open the chest. On the exhale, round the spine. Coming back to a neutral position, walking your hands forward, back again into Anjaneyasana, into Anahatasana, Anahatasana, bringing forehead down, palms stay on the floor. Take a moment here to find 2 more extensive breaths. Take your time as you bring your elbows down to the ground and slide back again into your Sphinx pose. Take a moment here, connect with your hands and your elbows, pressing into the feet. We have a couple of options for Dhanurasana in this pose. First option, stay in your Sphinx pose. This is great. There should not be in any back bend, should not be any sensation of pinching on the lower back or any sensation that feels weird on the lower back. If you are feeling that, you need to back down. So if that's the case, maybe you walk your hands forward to reduce the amount of back bending here, or you keep your back bend as it is. Second option here is to come into your cobra pose and bend your knees. Pressing your hands on the ground, engaging those arms against the torso, and open the chest. Pressing into your thighs on the ground and bringing your toes towards the sky. Third option here is to bend your knees and maybe reaching your feet back to your hands to your feet. As you hold your feet, maybe you press your hands against the feet and your feet against your hands, finding that nice balance to open the chest in Dhanurasana. We take a couple of breaths, practice whatever this variation is great for you. Having a little bit of challenge, yes, but nothing that makes us feel uncomfortable. Let's take 2 more breaths wherever you are. And whenever you feel ready, begin to lower down again to your mat. Taking a moment, pillow hands, forehead on the floor. Bending your knees, pointing your toes towards the sky, and maybe finding some windshield wipers here. And as you start to feel ready, begin to press your hands on the ground, push back, tabletop, opening your knee towards the side, pushing your hips towards your heels. Find a nice child's pose here. Take a moment here, connect with your breath again. Your lower back is kind of like rounding here. If the forehead feels too far away from the floor, you can bring the floor up a little bit with a block or a book. Feel nice and grounded. Take one more deep breath in. Full breath out. Whenever you feel ready, begin to come back to your seated position with your legs forward. As you find the nice tall spine here, bringing your right knee to a bend, keeping your foot on the ground, both sit bones nice and grounded. Take a nice big inhale, reaching your left hand towards the sky. On the exhale, we find a twist towards the right hand side. Keeping the other hand on the floor, the other foot pressing on the mat. Take another breath. On the exhale, coming back to center, releasing the legs again. This time we begin to bend the left knee this time, pressing the foot on the ground, sitting nice and tall. Take a nice big breath in to reach. On the exhale, we twist towards the left hand side. The other hand is there for support. The other foot is nice and active. Keep on rotating your chest towards the side. And on the exhale, releasing back, releasing your legs. Finding a nice tall spine, maybe gaining a little bit of length by reaching the arms towards the sky. On the exhale, we begin to fold forward over the legs. Hands can stay on your feet, on your ankles, or any part of your legs. Just make sure your spine is nice and long. Take a couple more breaths. Take 2, 3 more breaths. Start feeling ready, releasing your legs, coming back, center, squeezing your knees towards your chest, maybe finding a little bit of balancing under sit bones, squeezing the knees nice and tight, maybe making fists with your hands, maybe squeezing your eyes. Take a nice big inhale. On the exhale, release, legs forward, arms by your side. Let your spine rest on the ground, coming into a nice and comfortable posture for your final rest position. Shavasana. Allow your breath to be nice and soft. Allow the muscles that you're not using right now to surrender. to gravity. Finding no expression, no effort of any muscle. Noticing your heartbeat. Purnasya Purnashyate Purnase Purnamadaya Purnamevam Vashishyate Om Purnamadan Purnamedam Purnasya Purnashyate Purnase Purnamadaya Purnamevam Vashishyate Om Asato Masatkamaya Amstoma Dvitrigamaya Mrityurma Amritam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 If you are feeling great wherever you are, you're more than welcome to stay as long as you're ready to invite a little bit of movement back into your body. Begin with a couple of breaths. In your time, come back to your fetal position in your right hand side. Take your time as you go to find your way into your seat. Your hands at the center of the chest in Anjali Mudra. Take a moment here to connect with your breath, with your intention, the reason why you stepped on your mat today. Bringing your thumb to the center of your eyebrows, connecting into Ajna chakra, chakra of intuition, giving it a gentle massage, a couple of circles with your thumbs, bringing your thumbs to your lips, into your center of the chest. Rub your palms together. And cover your eyes, rubbing your palms one more time. To bring in that healing energy to your crown of the head and moving all the energy around your head, on your neck, shoulders, arms, torso, chest, back, hips, thighs, all your body. Thank you so much again for joining me today. As always, it is an honor to be here with you. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Mangalam Bhavatu. Thank you. Thank you so much. There are any questions? Please let me know. I'm here to help. Thank you. Namaste. Have a good one.